Hello everyone, my name is Ava Van Dam, and today I would like to welcome you all to the first ever Global Green News headline series. We at Global Green News are committed to bringing you up-to-date and accurate information about Green parties and movements from all over the world. Canadian Green Party leader Annamie Paul has been making headlines consistently since her announcement as the successor of Elizabeth May in 2020. Since the beginning of the COVID-19 pandemic, long-term care homes and services have been struggling, and Annamie Paul recently released a statement calling for better LTC management. She also strongly advocates for moving long-term care centers away from profit-motivated business models. Her policy suggestion for this transition include increasing and stabilizing staffing in LTC, improving training, fair pay for workers, and paid sick leave. She also advocates for taking the profit out of LTC facilities and reorienting long-term care towards community-based models. Paul and the Green Party have suggested shifting LTC policy towards community care, such as naturally occurring retirement communities, co-housing models, and enhanced home support programs. The issue with LTC facilities is not a partisan issue, claims Paul, but a human issue. Paul recently commented on the current Israeli attacks in the Gaza strips. Her statements have sparked controversy amongst Palestinians and their allies. Paul called for a de-escalation of the situation and asked for conversation surrounding peace to circle back to the forefront. This statement garnered much criticism both from public and from the party, with 2 members of parliament publicly condemning her statement. The majority of critics cited her deliberate omission of the violent nature of the Sheikh Jarrah evictions. On May 16th, Paul and the Green Party of Canada released a statement calling for an immediate ceasefire. She is quoted as saying, "A ceasefire is the most urgent need of this moment to end the death toll." She calls for multiple tracks of diplomacy, claiming that these additional tracks of peace diplomacy are critical for confidence building and expanding the range of voices and ideas to reach a just and sustainable resolution of the conflict, said Paul, including root causes. Our next story today covers the current elections in Germany. Former Chancellor Angela Merkel's announcement that she would not run in the 2021 elections has prompted never-before-seen success for the Germans' Green Party. Their successes in polls and early voting has, according to Ska Keller, demonstrated a need and desire among German population for political change. The Green Party is currently garnering record-breaking support across the nation. Leader Annalena Baerbock and die Grünen have taken the nation by storm, sweeping away the remnants of Merkel's Christian Democratic Union, also known as CDU, in powerful states such as Baden-Württemberg. Current polls indicate that die Grünen and Baerbock are expected to dominate the September 2021 elections. Their success, however, is not without controversy. Mayor Boris Palmer of Tübingen is currently facing major backlash from members of his own party regarding his usage of racist slurs against a black soccer player named Dennis Aogo. Die Grünen has condemned his language, and leader Annalena Baerbock released a statement officially revoking her and her party's support of Palmer. On May 10, 2021, Die Grünen voted to expel Palmer from the party as a result of his racism. Baerbock herself is also not immune to criticism, and during her chancellor run has faced many instances of criticism regarding her foreign policy. More specifically, her stances on Russia and China have provoked both national and international criticism. Baerbock's efforts to solidify Germany and Die Grünen's stance on human rights and democratic values has led her to take a tougher stance on China and on Russia. Her policy suggestions include banning imports of Chinese products made with forced labor, and argues that Chinese technology poses a security threat to Europe and European democratic values. Russia's military action against Ukraine has also inspired Baerbock to condemn Russia and label them as a security risk to Europe as well. And she and Die Grünen have taken a definitive pro-Ukraine stance regarding the Crimea conflict. Baerbock also agrees with criticism of the Nord Stream 2 pipeline. The Nord Stream 2 pipeline is a gas pipeline stretching from the Baltic to Germany and critics argue that it could significantly weaken European political power. Baerbock is currently positioning to pull Germany out of the deal. Despite controversy, Baerbock and Die Grünen have continued to push forward and see success prior to the September elections. The German Greens are continuing the fight for a green future, and we at Global Green News are excited to see what comes next. Germany is not the only European nation seeing massive successes this year. Green parties all across the UK are coming out of a uniquely successful election season. The UK Greens and their affiliates' municipal parties are seeing a significant uptick in popularity, with the UK Greens beating out England's third major party, the Liberal Democrats, for seats. The Greens gained more than 88 seats than previous this year, and are well on their way to succeeding the competition. Federal parties are not the only Greens making moves in the United Kingdom. The Welsh Greens, while unsuccessful at securing a Senate seat, did receive a record-breaking amount of votes. Municipal and regional elections throughout the country are showing noticeable spike in popularity of Green politics, and it's looking as though this is only the beginning for Green parties throughout Great Britain. Closing our report for today, we are moving to New Zealand, where Green Party co-leader Miranda Davidson recently stirred up controversy amongst the political scene. Davidson and Human Rights Commissioner Paul Hunt attended a mongrel mob gathering at the Waikato chapter headquarters in Hamilton. Opposition party and police spokesperson Simon Brown called her now-deleted tweet about the meeting a slap in the face. The mongrel mob's history of drugs and armed trafficking has earned them notoriety. Hunt's meeting with the mongrel mob was seen as some by greenlighting the violence perpetuated by this gang and its members. Brown also went on to accuse Davidson of disrespecting sexual assault victims and victims of violence by associating herself with these gang members. Davidson and Hunt, however, believe that this meeting was necessary to rehabilitate gang members and improve community relation in one of the most underprivileged areas of New Zealand. The mongrel mob has, in recent years, focused more on outreach and community work, and are currently working towards rehabilitating their members as well as their image. New Zealand, however, is not just a nation of controversy, it is also a nation of success. New Zealand's Green Party has been steadily making moves in Parliament. In recent months, the Green Party of New Zealand recently achieved a great success in petitioning the federal government to end wage suppression for New Zealanders earning between $60 and $1,000 per year. Thank you all for tuning in. My name is Ava Van Dam, and this is Global Green News.